atmosphere in the house grew heavy, thick and strange. I watched the mother I knew go through a terrifying change. Eminem was blasting the same track on a jagged loop, while you were falling deeper, Michelle caught inside a frantic hoop. The bass was thumping loud, vibrating through the floor and walls, drowning out my voice in the growing silence in the halls. It was a wall of sound you built to block the world away, while the light began to flicker and the rooms turned cold and gray. Then you'd walk out the door, drifting lost into the night, without a word of where you go, or if you'd be alright. Leaving me behind to wander in a house that felt unknown, a child left to navigate the wreckage, all alone. You'd wander off for hours while the shadows started to creep, lost in a waking nightmare, while the rest of Bletchley was asleep. Back home the bowls were sitting empty and the kitchen light was dim. We were living on the edge, right upon the very brim. Boo was terrified, she was a ghost beneath the bed frame, hiding in the dark because she didn't recognize your name. She was shaking and so small, paralyzed by every sound of the music and the heavy footsteps as you paced around. She barely had a morsel, she was fading just like you, and I was the only one left who knew exactly what to do. I called out for Michelle, but the silence was too vast, so I focused on the kitten, making sure the moments passed. I was the only reason she'd ever peek her head out from the dark, feeding her from my own hand, trying to keep a tiny spark. I lay down on the carpet, whispering till she could hear, being the only steady hand in a house governed by fear. I kept her fed, I kept us going, I held on to the line, waiting for the music to stop and for a single hopeful sign. Then they took you to the Campbell Center. She saw it as a jail, a place of cold stone walls, where your spirit started to fail. You screamed they were injecting their poison in your skin, refusing to see me, refusing to let me in. I was standing at the glass while you turned your head away. The hardest part of the journey was the price I had to pay. The kitchen started fading under piles of laid grime, with moldy dishes by the sink, frozen there in time. You weren't Michelle anymore, you were lost behind a mask, and reaching out to find you felt like such a hopeless task. You paced around the living room, a stranger in your skin, convinced that you were Harley Quinn, or lost with Alice in a spin. Down a rabbit hole you went, where the shadows start to dance, leaving all of us behind in a heavy clouded trance. The air was thick with silver smoke, rising higher every day as you drifted further off, pushing everyone away. You'd order food at midnight, but when it hit the plate, you'd swear it was poison, sealed by a dark and twisted fate. Or you'd call for a meal and be gone before the knock at the door, leaving me with the cold leftovers sitting on the floor. When the crisis team would come to try and lend a helping hand, you'd shout them off the doorstep, making sure they'd understand. You told them shove your meds, with the fire in your eyes, screaming words that cut like glass under the Bletchley skies. We watched you getting worse, slipping further from the shore, until the family was broken and they couldn't take no more. Every door was slamming shut, every bridge was burning black, and I was left there standing you turned your head away. The hardest part of the journey was the price I had to pay. When the world became a rabbit hole and the family turned away, I was the only one who found the strength to actually stay. I saw past the smoke and characters to the mother that I knew, the only anchor in the storm that kept a hold of you. You'd set off on a mission, determined and so fast, but the journey only took a minute before the fire passed. Drawn toward the garages, lost in some mysterious light, then wandering back through the door in the middle of the night. We watched the cycle happen once, then it came around again. The cannabis clouds bringing back the shadows and the pain. Twice you went down the hole, twice the world began to blur, until Michelle was just a memory of the woman that you were.